Michelle Lam is probably the queen of Eurasian futurism or anime realism in the Cal Arts tradition. But we're smarter than her because we go to MREN. We're into the whole red pill stuff for the last decade. We know about anti-liberal criticisms. And here on our normie Zuck Tech Instagram with 40K likes, all the normies are like, wow, white male, Asian female, what a perfect society. Nothing could go wrong, right? Right? And you just have to be grateful that in this little chat room, we're the only ones questioning the future consequence of it all, right? We're actually thinking about the incel happas talking about how all mixed Eurasian kids are somehow Elliot Rodgers, that somehow they don't have a future, that somehow there's a secret hatred against any identity politic towards the Eurasian. And if there was, then the normies who practice Eurasianism, they seem to be thinking race doesn't matter. Race doesn't matter, right? With 40K likes on an Instagram post of white male, Asian female. Oh, we don't have to worry about that. We have to just live in this cutesy Cal Arts reality, right? So we're ahead of that. Another thing which is hilarious, and this is like my Marxist version coming out, is none of these accounts question their activity under capitalism. It's like, seems like you could talk about whatever liberal shit you want, like Black Lives Matter in Ukraine, but you can never talk about how can you afford to live in Los Angeles? How can you afford to live in SF or NYC? You're not in Cincinnati, right? Where's your tugboat money coming from? Is your boyfriend Jewish? Oh yeah, boyfriend, not husband, right? And so, or inherence of wealth. It seems like even if they were to talk about capitalism and the economic reality, they would say some like very shit lib, pro UBI, brown people get it, trans people get it, so working at 7-Eleven is working class, something really ridiculous synthetic left here. And ultimately, yeah, women, it's just like women who work at, you ever see the fad of like my normal day working for Twitter or my normal day working for Facebook? And it's just this girl on TikTok doing absolutely nothing and not even working and just pretending work is a Disneyland vacation. That's what a lot of middle class normies think working is. And if a woman thinks like that, what's stopping any of us from being an animator at fucking Disney? Again, do this for your homework today. Start reading Michelle Lam. Because Michelle Lam is literally like the queen of, like, she's on our side. Like, she is everything that puts the tick boxes under pilleater's anime realism. The issue is she's a shitlib and a normie. And you just have to kind of ignore it and just pretend it's not there. But it's like her, not just her, but she's created an entire like following of like Eurasianists, just glorifying in Lenny Riefenstahl tier, white male, Asian female is good. But never question it. Don't ever, we're normies. And because race doesn't matter, yeah, but it's like the physiognomy check comes out like soy boy, glasses, beard, you know, the typical like dudes that get made fun of for dating Asian come out. And so you kind of do an investigation on the subculture. She's the typical shitlib that goes, why does it matter that I'm Vietnamese? And then like you write 10 comics about why Vietnamese American identity is so important. Now I'm starting to sound like Mencius Mulbug here, and you know, talking to Tucker Carlson, and I don't know, they're not reactionaries, you know, like this weird chuckling Mulbug. But no, there's another account. I have to find it. It's like there's this one account of this like Chinese girl that loves working out, and she has a blonde hair, blue-eyed husband. Oh, and she makes twee, cutesy, and like that's just a Michelle Lam ripoff. So when all these normies are doing it, they're advocating Asian Aryanism. They're advocating Asian Aryanism in that the new middle class, the functioning good life middle class under this hellish reality, is a white dude, like a middle tier white dude and his Asian wife, which is not bad or wrong. The issue is They are such fucking cowards, they won't even admit that's the identity politic. They're still under the egalitarian blank state norm. I open up my Instagram and I've been fished by the government to show me AXA subculture shit all the time. They just want to show me Asian e-girl shit all the time. Because they're like, Pilleater's into Atari Teenage Riot, and he likes this kind of shit. So we're just going to show him a bunch of Asian girls, and just like trying to bleak out his reality, and try to afford Asian Aryanism. They're doing the work for me, but let's see, let's do a Google search. Let's do an Insta search. Okay, so I'm acting like Molebug right now, and in my search is Bryn Michelle, who I met at FedFest. See, Michael Jones! You know, and there's Michelle Lam. Okay, so here's... Okay, now I'm acting like Thomas777. Okay, so like, here's Michelle Lam. You know, our fucking Asian Aryan princess. But if I click the follower buttons, half these accounts are fucking run by Zog. Fucking monkeypox shit. Especially Natzilla. Natzilla's not even Asian. Natzilla's just a white chick from Jersey. Natzilla's kind of like Evie's version of Asian Aryanism. Some of them are just shitlib accounts, like the Turing Test. That's just whites, deluded whites who think they're punk rockers. But Blagogi comics. Blagogi. Okay, this person is so fucking out of touch. Blagogi Comics. This is the most corporate, manufactured, 500K, like close to 600K followers, deluded fucking shit-grinning Silicon Valley, like, Asian Aryanism shit I've seen recently. I showed this to my older brother, and my older brother is, like, laughing hysterically about just... Like, see, like, what happens is Michelle Lam is, like, cool, you know? She's got that, like, Cal Arts twee shit going on, where she could work for Oh Yeah Cartoons, but this is just, like, crass. Blogi Comics is just, like, so fucking... What the fuck is it even about? Like, it's just about this fucking... Was she Korean? This, like, Korean-American girl who loves fucking working out, and I have a blonde-haired, blue-eyed... There's nothing fucking deeper than that. When I talk about Asian Aryanism, this is what it is. It is the shallowness of the middle class, the shallowness of the message of that it's no different from like a 1950s like boomer PragerU fantasy. But you do a race swap, blonde-haired, blue-eyed Aryan warrior and this fucking Korean woman. This is Asian Aryanism. Bugogi Comics is Asian Aryanism. This is just like, but there's nothing bigger than that. It's a fucking mimesis desire. It is a Rene Girardian. This is like what our middle class subculture wants. This is what everything Asian Aryanism is about. It's like being a cartooning major and talking about how romantic everything is. This is like an extension of what Andrea Tumine is in Optic Nerve. Like, it's just really fucking shallow. It is like normie enforcement. But it's like, it's hypocritical because it's fucking Eurasian. This is pilleater. I record this on December 20th, 2022.